Good to see you guys. Thanks for having me.
Now, first of all, have you seen any delays, any slowdown in the ability of you to deliver your product to your customer thus far through the U.S. Postal Service?
As of today, we haven't seen any slowdown in any sort of service from USPS today. We've been keeping a close eye on this, and we want to make sure that everybody realizes that the USPS is a critical cog in the infrastructure of this economy, and that any slowdown will hurt consumers and will hurt businesses.
Now, that raises, to me, an interesting question about what the model for the Postal Service should be. Because on the one hand, we talk about it as being critical infrastructure, needs to be there to serve the American people. On the other hand, can it be insolvent for over an extended period of time? So what sorts of changes from a business perspective do you think need to be in place so that it continues to serve the needs of customers, of citizens, of business, but also can remain a going concern?
Yeah, I think I haven't spent a lot of time going through the financials of the USPS, but I think it just needs to be valued properly from a last mile solution. I think a lot of the vendors, the Amazons of the world, use the USPS for that last mile solution that creates incredible consumer experiences. So I do believe that we should support the USPS, figure out the right strategy going forward. I haven't really dug into the details on why it continues to lose so much money, but I think it is a critical infrastructure piece, and we just have to realize how to run it properly.
Are you able to, DeJoy this morning was asked about some of the removal of the disassembling of mail sorting equipment. His point was it's not needed, which obviously makes little sense to lay people who don't know how the Postal Service works, but maybe he's being forthright and honest. Do you know enough about the operations to explain what that statement might mean?
I don't. I haven't really dug into the details around that. I mean, the mail sorting system does an incredible job. I mean, we are reliant on this USPS system. It creates incredible consumer experiences for at-home teledentistry and at-home orthodontics care that we deliver impression kits to consumers. And we've had an incredible experience with the USPS. They send those back to us through the USPS, and the sorting has all been worked. We have really short turnaround times of consumers sending back their impression kits. So I don't have enough details about kind of the sorting equipment, but I do believe the USPS needs to continue to be supported going forward.
Hey, Neeraj, you said that you haven't dug into the details of why the USPS loses so much money, but in part it's attributed to those great deals that Amazon and you guys and other direct-to-consumer companies get, the speed at which you're able to deliver your products and then pass on to consumers. Would you be willing to pay more if that meant supporting the USPS?
I mean, I'd have to look into the details, but I mean, if it means supporting the USPS and continuing forward, we would look into those details for sure. We want to create a fight. We focused on the consumer experience from day one, and we know the USPS is an important cog for not just us, for thousands and hundreds of thousands of companies across the country. And so it was something that we'd have to be looking into in order to support the country.